The information about the history of Siwa in the past is so little and covered with mysticism, but it's known that during the Old Kingdom, the land west to the delta was inhabited by people called by the Egyptians El-Tahenu. Later on, their land was occupied by others called El-Tamahu. They inhabited the desert land of the west and often immigrated when water was scarce to Siwa or El Bahariya or El Farafra oasis, or advanced towards the sea coast. Ever since the first dynasty started, we find references to the inhabitants of the west who lived in the land of the olives. They came to Egypt as immigrants and not invaders, but their big numbers was a threat to the safety of the country. So the kings fought them and forced them to retreat backwards. They were also hit from the west, so eventually they were annihilated as a nation. Nevertheless, their name was told for many centuries, until the end of the ancient Egyptian history. After the traveler to Siwa departs from Marsa Matruh, which is a city by the Mediterranean and far 540 kilometers from Cairo, he never lays his eyes on any cultivation or fields until he reaches the oasis. It's possible to see some bushes here and there in the 50 or 60 kilometers that lie within the perimeter of the Mediterranean, which receives some rain from time to time. But once the ascending of the hill starts, he encounters nothing but barren desert, until he arrives to the depression itself. Then his eyes would shine with a vision of the tall palm trees of the oasis.